This week we see an impressive move in Tesla shares, which for the first time since July this year is breaking through its long-term resistance level and escaping this descending channel on the weekly chart. This is very important, but there are still some obstacles to overcome, and we are gonna talk about them in this video. But first, welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It is very nice to see you guys over here. And before talking about the weekly chart, let's talk about the daily chart, because on the daily chart, Tesla is still clearly bullish. We are making higher highs, higher lows, trading above the 21 EMA, which is pointing upwards, by the way, the exponential moving average. And as far as I'm aware, this week, Tesla just did a very quick pullback to the 21 EMA area, and right now it is reacting nicely. In fact, we broke the $246 area over here, which was a previous resistance level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times over here, and at the same time, this key point was a possible resistance level of this head and shoulders chart pattern, which was completely frustrated right now on the daily chart. Therefore, Tesla is extremely bullish again. Do we see a top signal over here? Not necessarily. We are losing momentum. Yes, we are. This today's candle, today is Friday. This week over here is relatively weak. We failed in breaking yesterday's high, so yes, it is a weak reaction, but we are still above our previous resistance levels, which right now is acting as a support level, following the principle of polarity in technical analysis, which states that previous support levels are gonna act as future resistance levels and vice versa. So yes, this movement over here is still extremely technical. It is still plausible. We are losing momentum, we are stabilizing, but so far this is not enough to ruin the mid-term bullish bias. What could possibly ruin this mid-term bullish bias, Nathan? The indices, all right? The indices are quite a mess right now because they are not on the same page. They are definitely not on the same page. Look, SPY dropping minus 0.60% the moment I'm recording this video. The market is not closed yet, but we're clearly dropping. While QQQ is up. QQQ is up 0.37%. While SPY is losing yesterday's low, QQQ isn't. In fact, QQQ broke yesterday's high. So the indices are definitely not on the same page right now, and this makes the situation more confusing. And usually in situations like this, I hate to trade. I still see some interesting opportunities over here, but most of the time when I see the indices not speaking the same language over here, I don't like to trade at all, and that's totally okay. There is okay to not trade if you don't, because this is a strategy. This is a plausible strategy to use when the market is confusing, when you don't see a crystal clear movement going on. That's okay to not trade. If you see a clear opportunity to buy, it is a good time to buy. When you see a clear opportunity to sell, okay, let's sell. But when you don't see anything, that's totally fine in not doing anything. You are not, in order to be a trader, you don't have to trade all the time. As Jess Livermore, one of the greatest traders that ever lived, once said, there's a time to go long, and there's a time to go short, and there's a time to go fishing. And in moments like this, usually it is a good time to go fishing. When the market is clearly confusing, you can just not trade. You are not forced to trade. That's one of the greatest advantages retail traders have over professional institutional players, because these guys, they have to trade. They always have to do something. As retail traders, we have this huge benefit. We have this huge advantage of possibly doing nothing sometimes, all right? So that's totally okay. The market is very confusing right now. Maybe we're gonna see a top signal on QQQ. Maybe, I don't know. SPY is trying to trigger a top signal right now. We are losing momentum. However, on the weekly chart, we are still very bullish. We are approaching the all-time high over here. We are $10 away from the all-time high. That's very interesting. While QQQ QQQ is essentially we reached the all-time high this week, right? Only for we are only $2 away from the all-time high. That's okay. That's quite problematic for QQQ. If we see a top signal over here, that's totally okay. I do understand because we are near a resistance level. Now, when we are near resistance levels, I don't like to buy. All right, I already told you guys this. Always buy near support levels like Tesla. Tesla in the past few days gave us many good opportunities while it was approaching, while it was trading around the 21 EMA over here. The last good opportunity was here when it did this hammer candlestick pattern closing above the 21 EMA. When we see any stock in a bull trend trading around the support level, that might be a good opportunity to buy because the risk-reward ratio makes sense when we are near support levels. Now, when we are near resistance levels, personally speaking, I don't like it. I prefer to buy when we are near support levels. NVIDIA did something similar over here, right? Because when NVIDIA reached this purple trend line over here and did this clear ignition bar above a support level, closing above the 21 EMA, breaking the pivot point over here seen on the 1 hour chart, that was another crystal clear opportunity to buy. And all these signals I gave on our Telegram channel. So if you need strategy, if you need help with your strategy, with your trading, just join our Telegram channel for more signals, for more strategies on Tesla, NVIDIA, SPY, QQQ, and many other stocks that I find interesting. So just join our Telegram channel, right? And right now, NVIDIA, just like Tesla, is approaching its resistance level, right? Tesla is struggling around a previous resistance level, which is $252.75. Let me use the magnetic tool over here. $252.75 because this key point over here is a possible bullish pivot point. Right? By breaking this key point, Tesla is going to trigger another bullish pivot point on the daily chart, reinforcing the bullish bias. And in this scenario, its next technical target is the next resistance level, as we can see here, $268.92, the previous top level on Tesla. That's Tesla's next resistance level, this is especially true if we break this pivot point. NVIDIA is approaching its own resistance level, which is the all-time high. That's very good. So Tesla and NVIDIA are the two best stocks right now at this moment. If we take a look at other stocks, for instance, we see a very confusing scenario. Apple is losing momentum, all right? Apple is just like SPY. Right now, we are losing momentum and we are right under a crystal clear resistance level, the yearly high over here. That's very problematic. While Microsoft is making a bullish reaction around a support level. So Amazon is struggling around a resistance level. That's okay. That means absolutely nothing. It failed to trigger a top signal, while Google is also struggling to break its own 21 EMA on the daily chart. So we see many mixed signals on many stocks, including the indices. Therefore, the situation is very complicated. I favor Tesla and NVIDIA because apparently these two, especially Tesla, it is disconnected from the broad market. So, okay, in this scenario, I like Tesla stock and I do like NVIDIA as well, but we should be careful because if we see a strong correction on SPY, on QQQ, maybe Tesla and NVIDIA won't actually correct, but wow, what did I do over here? But we might see the bullish bias getting frustrated or getting weakened by a sharper correction, by a systemic correction on the broad market. So we should be aware of that. It is always important to study the indices. And of course, that I'll be here every single day studying this weird market with you guys. So consider subscribing this channel. You know, I'm not necessarily asking, I'm just saying that I will be here for you, keeping you guys updated on many stocks. And click the like button if you did like this video. I highly appreciate your audience, my dear friends. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Bye-bye.